Hi, happy Tuesday, everybody. How is everybody doing today? It is Tuesday, and booze day. I've got my wine. Have you got your wine? Who wants to join me for just a little glass of wine, just a little bit? I just enjoy not every day, but just about. I have like a couple of ounces just at the end of my work day, just to, So I thought I'd have it early with you. Does anybody else drink wine, and what is your favorite type if you do drink it? Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome. Come on in. Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Where's everybody from? Christmas in July continues today. Continues. And you know what? I'm going to do something very different for me. I mean, I sell bundles, but in my VIP page, but I'm going to demo what I'll explain it as I go along. How's that? We'll just explain it as we go. Let me make sure that we're coming through okay in the page. Yeah, we are. Hi, everybody. Say hi so I know you're here. And like I said last night, excuse me, I did that wrong. Okay, this, then this. Okay, they're putting me up in the corner. Last night I had mentioned that a lot of the bundles that I sell in the VIP group have a chalk paste singles included in them, and there are these little packets. These are chalk paste single packets, and check good for you. Next good day trip to check out link for later. Awesome. So I want to show you what you do with these when you get them, how to use the paste packets, because it's a little different from using a jar. So I wanted to talk about that. I also, hi Teresa, hi Kathy, hi Sheila. So I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about the paste pack singles, and then I want to talk about the kit that I'm putting together. So what I'm going to show you today, the transfers and one surface and chalk paste, 3 chalk paste will be included in the bundle. Now I can't advertise the price because it's discounted in here. So if you're interested, as you watch this, if you want to say a kit, or you know what, say box. If you want a box, if you want information about a bundle that I'm putting together, just say box, and I will respond with a private message telling you the details of it, okay? So I know that sounds confusing at first, but as we get into this, you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, the transfer that I'm using today is this one, and it's called Jingle All the Way, and it has it's already cut apart because I used part of it last year, but it has enough on here to make two sides. It has 2 different designs on it. It comes in one big sheet, and I have already cut it apart. Okay, so it has the I'll Be Home for Christmas part, which I'm going to do first. It has the I'll Be Home is in a script, and then the box kind of letters spell out Christmas. And then this other design says Jingle All the Way, and there's a holly leaf and I guess the stem that goes through it, and then there's a jingle bell. There's a bell, and I'll show you how these get made on this second sign. So we're going to make 2 signs, and I'm going to work with this one first, and this just shows the simplicity and ease, which is Chalk Couture. Hi Sheila. If you're new here, say new so I can welcome you in. If you've never seen Chalk Couture before, tell me that also. And if you've never tried it, tell me that. Okay, so here's the first thing. When you get these chalk paste singles, like I said, they're like a ketchup pack. Instead of stirring, you can't really stir this, so you just knead it back and forth a little bit. And then when you getting ready to open it, I just move all of the, by squeezing it, just move the paste down because I'm going to cut off a top corner. Okay, so I'm just going to snip off that top, and then I'm going to squeeze out however much I think I'll need. Chalk paste goes a lot further than you think, so I'm going to try just to squeeze out a portion of it into my little dish here. Now at this point you can tell whether or not it needs water or not, but it seems fine. You can also open up that chalk paste with your stir stick, and I always provide stir stick in my bundles, and you can dip the stir stick down into there. Now if I don't need, I'm going to get the rest of this out that's already close to the opening. If I don't need any more from this paste pack, there's still some left in here, I can fold this over, seal it with tape or a paper clip, and I'm good to, you know, I can just put it away for a later use. So this is how much I have in here. It's a little tiny bit thick, and I'm not sure there's any more water in this because I was just using this for a little bit for something else. So I'll just give that a little stir. I sprayed in the teeniest little amount of distilled water. Okay, so that's ready to go. Here's my transfer. The back of it's already marked up, and the surface that I'm using this on is just an old piece of plywood that's been painted with black chalkboard paint. And since it's been painted, I'm just going to go over it lightly with some wax. This is the wax that people use after you paint furniture with like chalk paint and you need to give it a smoother finish. That's the kind of, like a min wax kind of thing. That's what's on this brush. And all this does is just make my surface a little smoother, and it will help I'm trying to get out a container of chalk or wax. We sell them, but it just makes the transfer easier to remove off of a painted surface. Okay, all right. I'm removing the transfer from the backing. I'll fuzz it up a bit on this towel. Just gets a layer of lint on the back just to make it easier to remove from my surface, and then just center this right on my board. I'm going to move it down a little bit so I have room at the top and room at the bottom. And I'm going to try to get this straight. Okay. I'm going for a real simple, easy. I'm just using all black, or yeah, just black with a white chalk paste. That's it. Nothing fancy here. You can do whatever you want. And if you decide that you're going to buy this box kit from me, I will include 3 chalk paste colors. Okay, now I'm going to get a squeegee out and just smooth it out over my design, covering up all the silkscreen areas. Make sure I got them all. I think I do. Squeegee off the excess, and then come down and cover these letters. Now what it's going to take me a little bit of time to get these other letters, so I'll lift this. Isn't that pretty? Look how crisp and clear those are. Hi Allison. Thanks for sprinkling, Sheila. Thank you very much. And sprinklers, if you sprinkle the chalk, I love your names going in the bucket, the rusty bucket. I need some more white chalk paste. So I can finish my letters here. And I should have remembered that I used up all the water in this thing. Earlier I was cleaning off a chalkboard that I've had a design on for over a year. So that's a long time on a homemade chalkboard. So I just sprayed it with some water and walked away. I had scrubbed most of it off, but there was still some chalk remaining on it, and I thought, I'll just spray this and I'll come back to it. It's a great big, like, standing big chalkboard that I had made many, many years ago out of salvaged wood. It's really cool. You may have seen it. I've featured it on here a few times. But it's time for a new look. I'm not sure what's going on it yet. I think it's a great big board. Like I said, it's big. I think I want to do something new on it. Something from the new catalog, but I don't expect to receive anything new this week. Maybe next week. So I'm gonna wait till I get the new stuff in and do something probably for fall. Make sure I've got my bubbles out. And I think I'm gonna lift this from the side before this dries. Look, so cool. Okay, transfers. You guys, I think, know, unless you're new, these transfers are reusable 8 to 12 times. So keep that in mind when I tell you about this box kit that, you know, that I'm putting together for you, because yeah, there's just one surface in it, but that's why I wanted to show you this painted piece of scrap wood, because you're not limited to just whatever, you know, one surface. There's so much that you can put these on. Walls, even, you know, doors, cabinet doors, mirrors, whiteboards, corkboards. So many surfaces that you could put this on. I do the mirrors in the powder room downstairs at Christmas. I do the mirrors because it just washes off. It's not permanent. All right, so you can see there was enough white chalk paste in that packet to do this whole sign. All right, let's take this off. And ta-da, there it is. Now this will go in a bucket of water, but for now I'm just going to put it to the side. So there it is. There's the one design. So simple, but so pretty, right? Really pretty. All right, here's how long does it take to get the kit? Kathy, you got the new designer kit. You can check on that in the back office to see. It reminds you of a movie. Yeah, you will get an email when it ships that will have tracking information on it, Kathy. So check for that. Yeah, I love that. So pretty, but so simple. Okay, here's my thought. I thought I would drill 2 holes, you know, a hole in each corner. And then, because this is plain old, you know, this is plain black and white, I can hang this with, you know, black and white gingham. Or I have red and white gingham. I just think I like the black. So that's what I'm going to do. Here, let me show you. Let me get my drill. And I just eyeball this, you know, just look at the corner and just try to do them equally on each corner. Get that started. I don't mind sawdust on my craft table. It cleans up, no problem. There, easy enough. Don't worry about that kind of stuff. All right, then try to get it in about the same place on the other end. try not to drill through my table. That would be helpful. I like the gingham too. I think that's a good, and since we're going with the whole black and white thing here, let me cut some of this off. So that's good to know that you have enough. This is a pretty big design. You have plenty of chalk in the chalk paste single to get this done. Now I shouldn't be monkeying around with this until this chalk paste dries, but I'm living on the edge here because I want to finish this up and then show you the other. See if I can get this threaded through, or do I have to drill on the other side too? I think I do. And then get a Q-tip or something. Is anybody else having wine with me? I decided I needed wine today. You know how you go to those painting parties and everybody takes their bottles of wine? We should do that. We should make that a tradition, right? Thanks, Lisa. All right, then what I'll do is just knot this and hope it holds. Hope the knot's big enough, because I'm not going to take time to make the knot bigger. Later I'll do that if I have to. Let me check the back of this one. All right, and we'll get that one through. So fun. So my kit's gonna have this transfer that has 2 designs on it, and it's gonna have a board. I'll show you that in a minute. And 3. I said 3. 3 chalk paste singles. Maybe I'll make it 4. Maybe I'll make it 4. So if you're interested in that, just say box, and I'll message you with the information. No obligation, just information. There. That's cute, isn't it? That is really cute. I'm happy with that. Perfect. Okay, that's fine, Irene. That's fine. You need wine? Debbie needs wine too. Here you go. I'll share. I'll share my wine. All right, we'll put this aside and move on. Let me show you the board that I'm going to include in this and everything. And if you don't mind, I'll be cutting the design up so that everything's going to ship in this box. Okay, so let me show you what this looks like when you get it. Well, it's actually going to look a little bit different from this one because I don't have the new ones yet. So you'll be getting one of the new ones, so I'll explain the difference. They're better. They're better than even these. Okay, it's a box frame. And this is the size. I think a 6 by 18, something like that. Approximately 6.5. 6.5 by 18.5. Okay, that's the size. This is the surface that you'll be getting along with those, all the transfers that you've seen. Okay, plus what you're going to see. Now the difference in this board and the one you're going to get, the brandy new one, is that the stain is a little lighter than this, and the back of it is, this is recessed more, making it flippable. So that you can use both sides, and they're both framed. So that's kind of nice. So there you go. No, Kathy, you cannot, because you're a designer, so you can already get the discounted price. Okay? All right. Here we go. That's my surface. Now these surfaces for the box frame are sold as, advertised as a one-time use, and they do recommend that you wax that wood. Same reason, just to give you a smoother surface. Now, we have come out with our own line of this wax that's in a can like this, and I recommend that you get that. Okay, so I just put a light coat on it. They say you should do it ahead of time and let it dry and buff it and all that. You can see that I don't do that. I don't pay attention to directions, and it's fine. It's fine. Okay, don't worry. All right, we've got it waxed. Get the bristles off. It just makes your surface a little smoother. So this design that we just did fits in here perfectly too. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could do this on this. But of course you're not going to want to do it white. You're going to want to do it a different color. Of course. All right. So that's what you would get. Only a nicer one. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side because that's not what I'm using. All right, what I am using is just something that has been sitting in my craft drawer for years probably. And don't ask me where I got it because I have no idea. I've had it forever. A craft store, probably on a clearance rack somewhere, because that's what I do. I shop the clearance racks. Anybody else? Clearance, that's me. Looking for the bargains. And that's a great idea for finding, you know, different surfaces for Chalk Couture, is just, you know, check out the craft store in the, back in the corners is where, you know, everything's on sale. You know, the clearance prices. Also, look at like summer stuff's going to be marked down now. Like, look at summer stuff and see what you can paint over and reuse. I do that kind of stuff all the time. The kids, I am putting this one together, Patty. I'm putting this one together. So if you're interested, just say box, and I'll message you the information, you know, the price and what you get, and no obligation, just, you know, and then you can let me know if you want one, and then I'll order the stuff. Okay, so I'm putting Jingle on all the way on the arrow. At first I wasn't going to, and I thought, you know what, it's pointing in a direction and we're going this way all the way, right? It's a stretch, but you know. And you can tell me also what 4 colors you would want. Okay, so I'm thinking, I think I'm gonna get a little crazy and do. Well, let's see if it works out. My red, green, red, green, red, green. Okay. You can see now my plan. Let's put a little red here. Thought it would be fun. This is a whimsical kind of thing anyway, so I thought let's make it even more whimsical by doing every other, you know, red and green. I thought that would be cute. It just adds to the whimsy, don't you think? That's my word of the day. Whimsy. Okay. And usually, and you know, and I've got to be quiet while I'm doing this because I'll forget where I am and I'll do the wrong color. Okay. And then all the way, maybe I'll do in white. We talked about this last night, but I'm a traditional Christmas color person. Red and green. I'm pretty boring when it comes to that. This green looks like it needs some water, but I'm not going to take the time. I'll make it work. Uh-oh, I've got some chocolate in my peanut butter here. Some red in my green. I should probably be lifting this before it dries. You know, you learn these things pretty quick. You know, when you make mistakes, like, oh, yeah. You remember. Oops, missed a bit up there. That looks kind of cute with the every other, doesn't it? I think that looks cute. I like it. Yeah, that's cute. All right, let's do all the way in white. Okay, I'm excited for you guys because here's my thought on this whole box thing. Is like I was saying, you know, I wanted to show you using different surfaces other than that box frame that you're going to get, because the transfers are reusable. I'm just trying to give you some ideas on what else you could do. And, you know, make for friends and family too, or sell the stuff. Whatever. Since, you know, you can make, if you use both of these 8 to 12 times, think of all the cool stuff you can make. And, you know, you just look at things with a different eye. Do you know what I mean? Just like, because that's how I am now when I go places, or I'm looking through catalogs, or I, you know, check my emails and somebody's trying to sell me something, like, can I put chalk on that? What would that look like with chalk on it? So, you know, do you guys do that too? It's like, I can totally change that up. Look how cute that is. That's really cute. You know what? I don't think I used this at all before. The other one I did, but not this one. Jingle All the Way. That is adorable. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I could, if I wanted to, add holly leaf or, do you want me to? Do you want to see how that's done with the layering? Because I can. Hi, Yvette. I do like the colors too. I'm probably gonna leave it just like that, but if you guys want to see, that's okay. Yvette, how you feeling today? I hope you had a better day. So cute. These are so cute. We're closing up my paste. But there you go. So I could add stuff to this, but I don't think I'm going to. I kind of like it just like this. You like it too, Patty? Good. Okay. You know what I did? Who sees what I did? It's such a genie thing to do. I did it upside down, so this is not the first time, and it won't be the last. A bell would be cute. Okay. What I'll do is take that off. It's just stapled on, so I'll just move it to the other end. And I can tell by the label that this came from Michael's. Okay. All right, so that's what I'll do. Let me put a bell on so that you can see how they look. All right, let me cut these apart. I have not used these. Let's just do one quick so I can show you the whole registration mark thing, if I remember to do it. Let's mark the back. This one is 1 and 2. Since I lost my towel on the floor, I'm just going to use my dress to add some fuzz to the back of this. I know you can't see me, but here, I'm just gonna fuzz it up on my dress. And we'll put a bell. We'll just put a bell over here. You know what? I can't see the registration mark there. And that's the whole point. I want to show you that. Although most of the time, like I said, I don't use them because I can't see them. They're tiny. Look how small they are. Okay, so there is that. And I don't understand. Look, there's 2 colors. Okay, let's do gold for the main color of this bell. We'll just smear on some shimmer. And then I remembered, I don't usually remember, to hit the registration marks with the chalk paste. And we'll wipe those off later. Okay, so there's the first layer of my bell. Now you can't put the second layer down until the first one's dry. You can't put a sticky transfer over top of wet chalk paste. So I'm going to dry this. Remember, the chalk paste goes on wet, dries hard, and once it's dry, you can't smudge it, but you can remove it off of smooth surfaces. Like I could probably remove it off of this. This is real slick, but the painted chalkboard, probably not. The framed board, nah, you're not going to be able to remove it because it's too porous. But anything that's not porous, you can remove. That's what got me from the start. When the reusability of everything is what drew me in. Yep, we're dry. I think the salons are open, but I have yet to go, so sorry for my nails. It will make it even more whimsical. Okay, so here's the registration marks. Here's the outline of the bell. Let's see if I can, line this up. Let me fuzz it first. Especially since we're going over top of new chalk paste, you want to take the time to put extra fuzz on the back of your transfer. All right, let's see how we do. I use the registration marks as a guide. And then I kind of just line it up as best I can. Okay, I think I'm hitting the registration marks, actually. And this is kind of like cartoonish, so it's not going to be perfect. You'll see what I mean. Let me get a clean squeegee. Or it looks more, I don't know, drawing-like than real. You'll see what I mean. Like it's not going to line up perfectly. There. But it's enough to give it that you can tell it's a bell. And I would probably do a cluster of 3, I think. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. But there you go. So now I want to remove the registration marks. So if I was going on a surface that you can't remove the chalk paste from, then you'd want to put tape down, like painter's tape or washi tape. And then that way you can peel it off if it has the registration mark chalked on it. Okay, so I only made one mistake today. It's a banner day. I only did one upside down. But it is. Oh, come on, it wouldn't be me if there wasn't a mistake, right? Isn't it cute? That is so cute. And I just wanted to give you different ideas for... Oops, yeah, I do have to, things are falling. I do have to put a bigger knot. But that's cute. So there's that. All right. I will get you the information. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. If you would, let's see what we have here. If you want information about our club, where you get happy mail delivered to your door every month. That's awesome. Comment club and I'll give you information about that. And if you would like to learn more about the business opportunity with Chalk Couture, or just to get a really nice discount on the products if you're a crafter and you think, you might be interested in that. So say join if you would like information about that. No problem. And I think there's one more. If you're not in the VIP group, say VIP and I can add you into that. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all of the sharing too. In fact, let me just look up, and I'm just gonna scroll back and down, and the very first name I see is going to be the winner that I see that shared. Leona, that is you. That is you. So if you could DM me your address, I will get happy mail out to you. All right, everybody, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all back here tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night.